Yep. Okay. So this sounds like another training mishap, which is crazy because with this class, I'm noticing a lot of training mishaps. Hell, two people completely slipped through the cracks and weren't even told about trainings and academy class that they needed.
That's just how it seems to be, and the trainings for like the unbadged are never announced over the radio or never said anything. The only reason why I got my badge when I did was because Tony, the one or two classes that I did with him, which he just the only thing he went over was the new rule with like the lobby, because just a new thing at the time, so that's what he wanted to make sure all of us unbadged knew at the time. Um, then I went to his training after, and that's the only reason why I got my training, is because no one
But
was
I
told about it, nothing.
but I will tell you, Tony is a good man. Okay, he works. He's a good man. You're
Oh,
working under a good man.
oh, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Tony is great. When I had the classes with him where we talked about the new formed rule about no more 10-minute breaks, he made sure to break it down slow, made sure to answer any questions we had and anything like that. He's great. Just everyone else I've had for my cadet class, for all the other stuff, it's been kind of fast, 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 and I'm sorry, I can't keep up like that. I need to be walked step by step so I can understand it, because if you're rushing 90 miles a minute, especially because, everyone's talking all at once and then we got the radio and stuff, half the time I can't hear what people are saying.
Well, that's okay. That's why I drug you over here to have a conversation with you and walk you through a couple of the steps. So, number one, we're going to go over general procedures, okay? We're going to start from the very tippy top of like everything we just did during a general arrest. And then from there, we're going to span out the different branches, like what to do if this happens. That makes sense?
Sounds great to me.
All right. If you've got your notepad, I want you to go ahead and I want you to drop the first macro you're supposed to drop after you arrest somebody. And this is after you taser them, by the way. For this situation, this is going to be after you tase them. Okay. Right but wrong. That's actually number second. Because you can't just start reading somebody their rights and they don't even know what officer they're dealing with. The first macro you drop is going to be your welcome macro.
Okay, I assumed, I already introduced myself before, I tased them. I assume I was having an altercation with them, introduced myself, talking to them, trying to not have an altercation, and then I
Uh,
pulled out.
I'm gonna be
That's
honest.
why.
Working on Uppert, you are not gonna catch many people talking before this shit escalates into a full-blown firestorm.
Okay, so that is on me, and I apologize. I was assuming I already had a
No, no, no. You
conversation.
never apologize because this is how we learn. Now, secondly, regarding, and you're really gonna want to write this down, regarding the rights macro. 1 second. Regarding the rights macro, okay? The moment you get them in cuffs, unless we are in an active shootout, we are being actively targeted and killed on a shootout. If we are in a green zone or we are in a relatively safe situation, okay, the very moment you get them in cuffs, you have a 10-second grace period to drop those rights macro and get them read. And then I got not get them read, drop them. Once they're in the chat, you can read them to them again once you get them inside the building or wherever you're going to with them if they're not already there. You got that?
Yeah, that sounds great. And see, That is definitely clarification, because I was told no matter what, you had 10 seconds to drop your macros, even in an active shootout. For everything, like your raise, your sidearm, for threats and all that stuff, you had 10 seconds regardless. And I'm sitting there, in training thinking, I'm like, there's no way I can